Hi and welcome. I'm so glad you dropped by tonight. I have a few cards that I hope that you enjoy and get some inspiration from. My name is Lynda Phippen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Ontario, Canada. So let's get started and I hope you enjoy.
Pretty Pumpkins. That is the stamp set that we're going to be working with tonight. And it has some lovely stamps and some fun stamps actually. This is quite cute. And this is what it looks like. We have this die that has some great detail and quite elegant looking. Some leaves, a pumpkin that has some cutout lines in it, and this is the fancy die that looks very pretty. So that is what we're going to be working on today. So this is the first card that we're going to put together, and it is made with the Bermuda Bay and some copper foil. So the pieces that we need are right here, and let's just put this together. And you will notice that for the copper, I cut out right out of the middle. Now we've all done this before. You know, you just you hate to use a whole sheet of our foil papers with you know, because it's hard to use at the best of times, but if you can get an extra little surprise out of it, fantastic, because that doesn't look so great, although it has potential. But what I'm going to do is cover it up. But before we do that, I found the splatters that we used for gorgeous leaves, and I want to put some splatters on our inside of our card. And I just want to grab a sheet of paper here, sorry. And we will do some splatters on this, on the just around the edge and on our sentiment. So thankful for you. So instead of putting it on full strength, I just stamped off so that it was a little light, and you just go all the way around, except when you forget to stamp off. Okay, and then just around the sentiment, it looks like you used designer series paper. So that was our sentiment. So we'll put that aside for a moment, and we're just going to glue that on top, so you do not see that I used the inside for our card. Now look at that. You would not even know. So I put let's put the sentiment on first, because we want to know where our pumpkins are going to go. So I just cut out 2 of the tags, and we just need to cut off. I put some twine on here, so we'll just cut that off because we don't need it quite that long. And for our pumpkins, here, let's put this one on first so you can see where we're going to put. So just a little bit of glue on the, and I wanted the stem to go on the top there. There we go. And I took the light and dark of the Bermuda Bay, and actually it's just the dark that I wanted, and just did a little shading up, just to give it a little dimension, little depth. There's some crafters that do this very, very well. I still have to practice on that for sure. And then just colored in the stem. And our leaves. And just color the leaves in just a little bit. Actually, I'm just using the outline of the outline that's already there, like the curves of the pumpkin. So we'll just put some dimensions on there. My little garbage can here. And just set that on there. And on the inside, I stamped the same pumpkins and did the splatters all the way around. Now, I did go on the internet to see that there are 7 different colors for pumpkins, and teal is one of them, is along with white and purple and blue. So there is no limit to what we can do with our pumpkins. So there we have card number 1, and as soon as I put my dimensions on, these are the clear, elegant, faceted dies. So I put a big one there and 2 of the smaller ones on the sentiment. And I thought I'd just add a nice little touch. So that, there we go, is card number 1. Very pretty. I really do like the colors on that one. Now the second card we're going to do is on very vanilla, and I've tried to picture in my mind a country look, and you cannot have a country scene without a fence, and this is the fence that comes from the counting sheep. So the die comes from the counting sheep, so I cut 2 pieces of fence there. And the tree you will recognize from Beauty in Friendship. So this is the background of the tree, and we put some leaves on there as well. So let's pull this one out. I wasn't sure if this would be a little too busy, but it turned out I was very, very happy with the result. But what I did to tone it down just a little bit more is the second card. When I was doing the sample, I put some early expresso on the back, just to make a little less busy, and the inside there is the cork. So I have the tree already cut out, and again I cut out designer series paper, and I did like the fall color, but then I was thinking, you know, maybe we'll just layer it and make it a little bit more green than orange. So that was my thought. And then of course it gives it a little bit of dimension as well, because now you have two layers. So when you make this card, you can decide what you like. So you tell me, what do you like the, whoops, do you like the more fall look, or do you like the green? How about we do the fall look on this one, and then we'll have one fall and one green. Okay, that's what we'll do. So I'll put the, and this is designer series paper as well. So this one, it has some branches right in it. It's very, very, very nice. Okay, so this one, there we go, just a little bit more of a fall color. So the leaves, the fence has two little notches here. And I wasn't quite sure how to put them down on the card, so I just cut them off, just in case there's a certain way to put them. So off they go. But I did just position the fence along the bottom of the card. And I left the gate open. A little bit of openness. Now the other thing, when I was doing this card, I thought that this huge pumpkin might look nice in front of the fence. So let's do it this way. You know, there's unlimited ways you can do a card. These leaves were die cut, so I have one leaf on each one of the pumpkins. So we'll put the big one on the outside. It's much more visible, and I still like this one on the fence, and then this one on the other side of the fence. So I have the sentiment, if friendships were pumpkins, I'd pick you. I'm not quite sure if how much of a compliment that is to friendship, but it's cute. You want to give it to someone very close to you that knows you, so that they're not insulted. But I don't think that's insulting. Kind of cute, actually. Okay, so if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. Okay, so we'll put that on. Maybe it's a little bit of, yeah. Now, when I was looking through the catalog, I discovered these sequins for everything. And they really do have lots of colors, lots of sparkles. And in here are orange ones. So, of course, they're very difficult to pull out. So I discovered I'll just take a bunch out here, and I only want the orange ones, and they do, if you have anything sticky on your hands, they will come back. Okay, so I wanted the orange ones, and I just put a little dab of glue where I wanted them. And then I used my pick tool. The other end of the pick tool has a little sticky substance on there. Makes it very easy to pick these up, very easy to place them, and especially when you only want the orange ones and no brown ones behind it. And there you go. Card number 2. And on the inside of that card, I just stamped the leaves around. And I'm not sure, do you like the green or the more fall colors? I think they're both nice. Both turned out well. The last card that we're going to do is, of course, another orange card. After me telling you that there's lots of colors for pumpkins, but orange is definitely traditional. These come from the Dandy Laser package, and I still had just a few pieces left, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to use this. And these pieces that have a nice watercolor look are from the Elegantly Said, and on the other side is Beautiful Gold. But I thought they went very well with this card, with the pumpkin color, pumpkin, it's called pumpkin, what is it called? Pretty Pumpkin, maybe. Oh my goodness, I will definitely put the right colors, the names of the colors, on the description below. I do apologize. But here we are. So I just scattered the 3, these are 1.5 inches by 4, and again just a little different look. And I have a yellow circle that I put in the middle, and then we can put our pumpkin in the middle of that. Now this circle that came with the laser die cuts, just, I don't know, I really, you know, as I'm putting the pieces together, I really liked the simple orange and white. And then you can put these anywhere you wish. And what I did was I even cut these so they could go even further. But I do think that I want to put my sentiment on first, because then I can stick the flowers underneath it. So I have 6 dimensions on here, and this was a circle that I cut, and just cut the top and the bottom off to get the kind of that round look. And when you put the sentiment on, then you can put some of the stems underneath. And this piece I put right here, and they really can go anywhere. This laser look is really very, very nice. And they stick better when they don't stick to your finger. Okay. I really have to figure out how to not get so much ink, so much glue on my fingers. And then we'll just put this one here. And I used different sequins from this set, and none of these have holes in them, which is one of the reasons I purchased them. I find the holes just look like they need something more because they have a hole in them. So these ones don't have any holes. So I use the same pick that works amazing, and I don't want that one there. I just want the sparkly orange sequins, and look at that. Oh, you know, there's nothing funnier than laughing at your own self. And I don't want that one there either. I think it's the static. There we go. Got it. Got it. And that is our third card. So I hope that you've enjoyed these and that you give these cards a try. And they really do look quite nice. And on the inside, I just did circle and 3 little pumpkins with that same designer paper. So thank you very much for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed these cards and that you have a wonderful week this week, and enjoy the sunshine and maybe a little bit cooler weather, at least where we are. So do have a great week, and I will see you shortly. And take care of yourself. Thank you for your subscriptions and your kind comments and your encouragement, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.